Viewers, please bear in mind that the voices in the video, including the disclaimer, are AI generated. They do not represent the real lives, opinions, statements, or personas of the individuals depicted. Everything is created solely for entertainment purposes and should not be taken seriously. Enjoy the video.
Donald, are you going to say something? You're supposed to do the introduction for this session, remember?
Come on, Donald. Your special outfit isn't that bad. Don't be too shy about it.
Oh, right, for our super late Valentine's special. I'm pretty sure it's just some Cupid outfit that our editor sent him. It can't be that bad.
Well, not exactly. You know what? I'm pretty sure Donald won't talk unless it gets exposed anyway, so I'm sending this on the Discord
chat. Wait, no,
chat.
Joe, don't do that!
Oh my God, bro,
Holy shit, Donald became the new official member of the Peppa Pig. Ha 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 ha.
I hate everything in this world. Fuck the four of you, especially you, Obama and Joe, and most importantly, our editor. You know what? Screw it. I'm going to sabotage this run and just call it a day. Kent will die this chapter. Dorcas dies because his mutton is poisoned.
Nice reference.
And Will doesn't have the will to live anymore.
Sorry to sideline your ranting, Donald, but don't you think you're scrolling a bit too fast on these dialogues?
And I wish your life would scroll faster.
That's a bit
so I
too
don't
much.
have to see your wildlife ancient gorilla face every time we do these gaming sessions.
Donald is in pure demon today. Bro is spitting fire everywhere, regardless of the damage it may cause.
Donald, I know you're mad, but don't you think you could slow down a bit? Our viewers may not be able to follow what's happening on the screen.
Don't tell me to slow down, you decrepit, senile, overaged corpse. I'm the one playing today, so I'll do whatever the hell I want, whether you like it or not. You messed with the big Trump, so all of you are going to get the big D right at your face.
Yo, pause on that, what the fuck?
Oh, hey, 2 new members? Damn, we've been getting 1 new character per chapter at least. Based on the sprite, it seems like it's a healer and a mage, maybe?
Brilliant guess, Detective Obama. We will finally have a healer on our team, so that means we don't have to purely rely on our vulneraries anymore. Plus, we have another option of offense if there is an enemy unit that's tanky in defense, but not so much in resistance.
Okay, since the dialogue runs a bit fast, and I only caught most of it, it seems like this Serra character is a Karen. I don't like her.
I wouldn't say that about her, George. Sure, she's a spoiled brat, but she's definitely not a Karen. Far from it, trust me.
I really don't care about the both of them. They're trash. First of all, my Serra barely leveled up magic, so I regretted promoting her. Urk, on the other hand, is mid at most, in my opinion. There's literally a better magic user that we'll get later on, and if I remember correctly, he's one of the best units in the game.
You make it sound like 90% of Lindis's cast are bad later on. I mean, if that's going to be the case, then that means we're just going to abandon most of them in the mid-game, and that makes me somewhat sad.
Damn, I really like the mage animation. Both the casting and the spell itself looked really good on pixel art, surprisingly.
I'm changing the text speed to fast instead of instant, because sometimes the dialogues get skipped.
That's fine, Donald. I do agree with that change as well.
I didn't ask for anyone's permission.
Anyways, George, if you like that animation, then wait till you see the promoted version of it. It's actually super cool.
Oh, neat. I'll look forward to it then.
I like how Urk is the one who tries to avoid anything unnecessary, and there's Serra who wants to be involved in everything. That's actually pretty funny.
It somewhat reminds me of Sane and Kent bickering, but just portrayed a bit differently. At least I feel that way. I don't know about you guys.
Now, I see where you're coming from, Joe. Although it's not obviously copy and paste like what you said, the writers made sure there's a difference despite the similarity.
Yeah, like there's a hierarchy in the relationship of Urk and Serra, but that's not really present for Sane and Kent.
Kind of like how you're at the bottom and Manchel is at the top.
Okay, shut the hell up, Donald. How many times do I have to tell you to keep my wife's name out of your mouth?
As long as you can keep our units away from death's door. And that time will most likely never come, so you should know my answer. Anyway, since you 3 stooges didn't bother asking, my strategy for this chapter is to just rush it. I'm going to give Sane and Florina the most attention since they have the best growth so far in the team.
Hang on, Donald. You promised me that you'll train Lynn fairly. Don't go back on your word right now.
George, I don't break promises. I told you that already. The thing is, Lynn is already overleveled, and she's barely going to receive XP moving forward. I can give her 1 unit kill, and the boss as well. Anything more than that, and she'll just be soaking up XP from others.
Donald is right. It's good that she's getting extra treatment, but we really shouldn't overextend it to the point where the others have to play serious catch-up. Although I'm surprised you're actually in favor of using Florina right now, I thought we would take 20 more episodes to get to your character development.
Joe, you're the only one saying that. I am giving her a chance to prove herself more since she's been doing great, but I am still iffy about her being in our final team.
Well, at least you're being fair to her, so that's one way to look at it, I guess. Also, are you going to check the armory over there? I know we're low on funds, but it never hurts to check what's in stock.
How about you check D's nuts instead? Just kidding, Hussein.
Just call me
I'm
Barack
actually
Obama,
curious on what
please.
they're selling, so I'll go do just that.
That's the most forced D's nuts joke I've ever heard in my entire life, but whatever. Could be worse, I guess.
I mean, it's not a bad joke considering it got a laugh out of George.
My humor is broken thanks to these rotten Gen Z memes, so I don't really think I should be considered as a baseline for this.
As long as you don't laugh into anything not funny, like a color blue wallpaper or a cat staring at you, then you should be fine. Also, Donald, you could have used Will for the mercenary above for a higher hit rate. Now you have to rely on Dorcas, and he's at a disadvantage.
Don't fucking backseat me. Dorcas won't miss because he's not retarded. See? What did I tell you?
Donald, you cannot say that word because we might get canceled. Please be careful with what you say or you may get us in trouble.
I mean, I just thought that you would pick the most optimal option in dealing with that bandit since you're the most experienced player in here, I believe.
You're not wrong about that, but then again, Donald wasn't in a risky position. The worst thing that the bandit could have done is attacked Will, and that's it.
Jesus Christ, another decent level up. She's actually starting to scare me. Also, don't worry about him, George. He's too dumb to comprehend our basic logical comprehension.
Go to hell.
Just let him yap, since that's all he's good at.
A bit rude, but you could have said meaner things, which I probably shouldn't be curious about. Oh, hang on, I just realized, but is it me? Or this map is way smaller compared to the ones we've experienced so far?
It's not just you, George. You're exactly right about that. I'm not sure about the specifics, but I think this may be even smaller than the first map or just a bit larger, probably. Then again, I'm just eyeballing it, so take that with a grain of salt.
Holy shit, she can actually one-round archers. I'm surprised. I'm convinced that this Florina specifically is possessed by some occult voodoo doll type of stuff or something like that. I don't know.
And to think that you were bad-mouthing her before saying that she hits like a wet noodle, now you've changed your tune for the better. That's what happens when you're friends with the goat Lindis.
Okay, George, first of all, this has nothing to do with Lynn, so get off her pussy. Second, this is just the early game, so if she doesn't continue getting strength, then what I said before will eventually come true.
You know, this feels like Donald is a very strict father with such high standards that no matter what you do, he'll tell you it's not enough.
Heck, even if we have Zeus in our team, it would still not please him. Ha 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 ha.
Well, of course I'm going to have high standards. I don't want to give myself false hope, especially when it comes to RNG potentially screwing us up. I'm on high alert when it comes to these things.
I do think you're try-harding a bit too much on this game, Donald, but at least that means we have someone reliable with us.
George, are you taking a shot at me? It sounds like you were doing so with that passive-aggressive tone.
Oh, no, that was not my intention. I'm sorry if I made you feel that way, Barack.
It's fine. That's on me for assuming that you mean it that way.
Okay, NPCs, it's time for your boring roleplay talk to end and to start thinking of what to buy with the little money we have.
Ooh, nice. That javelin is a super nice deal for us. I'm leaving it up to you
Damn, I
on who you
wanted
should
one
give
more.
it to since it works out either way. You should also check if we can sell something for a bit of extra gold. Not that it matters, but hey, better than nothing.
Yeah, it might be the small breakthrough we need for another javelin, though I doubt that it will happen. I can sell that sword for 250 gold to guarantee another javelin. But I hate you, Obama, so I'll sell this one instead to spite you and call it a day.
Donald, your actions didn't even make any sense, and I'm more on the confused side instead of being mad at you.
I don't fucking care. Like, I just want to do something to you right now because of your Peppa Pig remark earlier. Like, how the hell is this considered a Valentine's special? This outfit doesn't have an ounce of resemblance to celebrating Valentine's Day.
All right, Donald, I actually feel bad for you. You can use sane to kill the boss so you can at least feel somewhat happy.
No, George, I'm sticking with what I said earlier, just so I don't have any more debts to you. Don't worry about it. I'll just get back at our editor in a different way.
As long as you don't go too far, Donald, then yeah, you deserve some form of a simple payback for this one at least. And also, no need to hold back on the usage of healing staves. We'll get extra money really soon, and a vendor will be selling us that.
Oh yeah, we can do that trick where you heal literally every missing HP to grind levels for Serra. That should help her a bit.
I know what you're talking about, but I'm not going to do it since that's wasteful of resources. This girl is so shit that she makes crypto investment worthwhile.
Oof, no strength sadly, but that's fine.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that. It happens. Anyways, back to what I was saying. Once you promote Serra, she hits so weakly that her light magic seems like using a flashlight on someone. It's that bad.
Honestly, I get where you're coming from, Donald. 50% chance to level up magic is not bad. But when you take account of her base magic, which is only 2, she just falls apart.
Wait, seriously, only 2? That's ridiculously low for no reason at all. They really butchered her chances of actually being a good unit later on. I mean, we can just use consumables, but even I feel hesitant to use it on her.
No, Lynn, not like this!
Jesus Christ, George, that scared the hell out of me. Calm down, will you?
I had a feeling that was bound to happen somewhere down the line, so I came prepared. Ever since our first episode, you should have expected this to happen, Barack.
I always put George on low volume every time we play together. His shitty microphone just randomly peaks so hard when he shouts.
Hey guys, it's not my fault that I get emotionally invested in games. That's how I enjoy them in the first place.
You know, every time Sane appears on the screen, he just either simps or... Yeah, actually, that's all he does. I just realized that. Actually, now that I think about it, George also does that most of the time, and that's not really a good thing.
Barack, that just goes to show that you're not paying attention on the screen most of the time. We have been successfully getting new people to join us thanks to his amazing charisma and social skills. Sure, he can be a bit much sometimes, but he knows when to take things seriously.
Ah, thanks, Donald. That means a lot to me.
George, I think that was directed to Sane and not you.
Oh, come on, man. Just let me have this fleeting moment. You didn't have to snap me back to reality that fast.
Okay, Donald, after reading that, I understand what you mean now. I should really be paying more attention to the story so I can remove these biases that I currently have.
That's good. Just don't forget to pay attention to your stinky gameplay.
You're really never going to let that go, are you?
Oh, it's this evil Pinocchio old hag. Let me guess, he's going to increase the poison dosage because Lynn is still alive. Yep, I called it. Predictable garbage-ass noble.
I mean, honestly, I don't know what this guy's thinking. They got past bandits, and now he's hiring more bandits to do the job. Like, bro doesn't learn his lesson. He gets dumber every time we see him.
To be fair, his tactic almost worked because someone was walking on thin ice last episode thanks to you.
Donald, please.
Anyways, viewers, you might have already realized, but we're doing another chapter for this video. Be grateful that I can play fast and competently, unlike the first 2 before me.
Donald, I literally played 3 chapters on my first playthrough, so I don't know what you're on about.
Those were small maps, though, but yeah, it actually would have been faster if you were not playing around with the settings.
All right, Donald, you really need to slow down with these dialogues. I seriously can't read shit with your speed.
Cry about it, Barakosloma.
That's not my
Just
name.
watch the recording later after I play and stop complaining.
Oh, hey, we're finally getting help from a noble. I thought all of them were a bunch of dicks, but turns out there are kind ones out there.
Oh, I wouldn't be so sure about that, George. You know that would make it too easy for the protagonist. Keep your eyes peeled for now, since I won't be saying anything more than this.
Let me guess, there's going to be a plot twist that the Marquess is working secretly for Lundgren. Also, I find that funny where Sane was almost forgotten by Lynn.
He does the small things that almost no one notices completely. He's like the Draymond Green of the group.
Wait, what the heck? The castle is burning? I don't see any fires or smoke, though.
The castle is actually up ahead of where we are right now, so you won't be able to see it. But you do have a point. Let's just call it memory limitations for the sake of the argument.
Joe, for the love of God, don't ever use that phrase again. We don't need a Ben Shapiro
Whoa,
2.0.
who's that guy?
One is more than enough. Don't add any more headaches.
Holy
I can
moly, he
only
just
take
murdered
so
that
much.
guy with a surprise attack.
Bro looks so badass with it. Maximum aura right there.
His clothes make him look like a nomad, so I guess he's a Sacaean too. Just a guess on my side.
I'm not sure if that's the proper way to pronounce that Barack, but I do agree with your assumption.
Sorry, George, that's the limitation of my AI voice model. Maybe next time I'll get it right.
What?
Barack, don't ruin our viewers' immersion. That's the last thing you should mention when breaking the fourth wall.
What wall? How many walls
Moving
are there?
that aside, I'm pretty sure you both caught a glimpse of him being a blue unit. Yes, we get another one to no one's surprise. And congratulations on your correct guesses about him being a Sacaean.
Joe, you trolling old hag, that's not how you pronounce it either. It's Sacaean, all right? Get it together, come on.
How about we just avoid saying this word so we don't have to embarrass ourselves even further?
Good looks, Osama.
Stop calling
You
me
know
that.
what, since I really don't care about the storyline, and this is boring the hell out of me, I'll just tell you what I think about Rath. Personally, I don't like bull units, but he gets a pass since he's on a horse. Don't sleep on this guy because he can actually be good if you don't get RNG screwed.
You really like busting your load over these horse units, huh? I'll have to see them for myself first before I join you.
Gross, George. I do no such thing. Never say that again, please.
George, you can't fault him for that when you literally blow your load on Lynn.
Yeah, you're right, my bad.
What the fuck? Don't agree on that.
I do agree with Donald's point. His promotion as a nomadic trooper makes him really speedy, hits decently hard, and has balanced defenses and resistance. He can be our powerhouse for all we know.
A powerhouse is a bit much, Joe, but he can definitely be one of our reliable assets down the line. I say we train him.
I mean, he's also from Sacaean, which is the same as Lynn, so I don't really have any qualms with that.
Same. I actually never used him in my playthroughs since he doesn't interest me that much, so this will be a first-time experience for me.
Doesn't seem like my opinion matters here anyway, considering the three of you are locked in on your decision.
That's good. Whatever unit we pick or use, regardless if they're OP or not, you'll put them in the chopping block somehow sooner or later anyways. Now let me just recruit one of your kind so
Hey,
we
yo,
can
what did
open
he just
doors
say?
and chests freely.
Donald, that's incredibly racist. Please don't say that ever again and apologize to Barack.
Okay, yeah, I think I went a bit too far there. My bad, bro. Won't happen again, maybe.
Jesus Christ, yeah, whatever. Some things just never change, I suppose.
Wait, so we get a thief? That's pretty cool. Can we also train this guy? I want to see his promotion.
George, though I like your enthusiasm, but sadly that's a bad idea. This guy hits like an actual wet noodle, as Donald would put it. Despite his amazing class promotion, which is Assassin, and they have the ability to one-shot anything if they land a critical hit, it's just not worth it. There's a better thief down the line if we really want to go that route, but for now I suggest we just wait and see.
Did you guys see those amazing base stats that Rath has? Now that's what I call a good investment. Anyways, I don't really know what to talk about in this chapter, since it's easy. It does have a unique gimmick, which are the triggers, but that never appears, again I believe, and it's nothing really special.
Don't worry, Donald, I got your back during these kinds of times. I've actually been looking at the comments that we get on our past videos. Let me show some of them to you guys.
Oh, neat. I actually haven't been checking my social media nowadays, so I'm kind of excited now.
All right, first up, we asked you in the first episode if you liked Sane or Kent better. Surprisingly, not a single soul picked Kent. Tough luck for the hard-working guy.
That's actually unexpected, but that's fine. At least Into the Stars of the Night Sky feels bad for me, so that's more than enough.
And Kent continues to dig his grave further with this level up. Absolutely atrocious.
Also from our first episode, Samus says that he's actually been looking forward to a President's Fire Emblem playthrough. Thank you, Popsicle, our editor, for choosing a based game. Okay, moving on to our Chapter 2. Since we didn't have any questions during that time, I picked the most interesting ones that I saw. Lunith said that he can't wait to find out what happens to Dork Ass.
Ha ha ha! That's a good one. You get a thumbs up from yours truly.
Next one is from Griffin. He said that George the Simp King makes him laugh a lot.
Thanks for the support, my dude. Although I have to remind you that I'm not simping, and this is just my way of expressing my awe for Lindis.
I'm going to get back at you from last time and say that's the biggest cap of the century.
Just in case you guys are interested, Griffin sells different kind of wood-carved products, such as cutting boards and keychain holders. Our editor will leave a link in the comment below if you want to order from him.
Joe, you buffoon. As cool and amazing they are, don't advertise someone for free. Griffin, that will be $50. Deliver that to Pop or to myself.
Donald, don't be like that. He is a friend of Pop, so it's fine to do stuff like this. Moving on from our last episode, when Barack played, it seems that a lot of people prefer cavalry units over flyers for this game with the same reasoning as Donald. There is one outlier, though, or should I say outflyer, and that is Radiant Emerald, although he does acknowledge the strengths of a cavalry unit.
Seems like we have a lot of knowledgeable veterans in our community, which is good. You guys can get tips from them when you need it. especially Barack.
I knew you were going to call me
As
out.
for that emerald person, I'm not even going to send you to Cancun. You're going straight to Galveston so you can swim on their dirty-ass beach waters
The hell you
and
say
wash
about my
that absurd
Texas, you
take of
Peppa
yours.
Pig?
Donald, you're speed-running this channel's reputation by picking a fight with everyone. To the people of Texas, we apologize for Donald's filthy mouth. Pay no attention to what he says.
Sorry about that, Emerald. As for our apology, we'll just advertise your channel. If you guys love the Shovel Knight series, go check him out. He's
Nice
also
like
doing a
PFP.
President's Play series of it.
Jesus Christ, let's just turn this into an advertising channel.
All right, last two before we go back to talking about the gameplay. This one is from Beagle Master, and he said that Obama got saved by the RNG.
Is my gameplay seriously going to be made fun of every damn time we have our recording session? Come on, guys, stop rubbing salt into my wound, please.
Finally, from the one and only Noodle945, thank you very much for the tips you've been giving out.
Holy shit,
Remember
that's a
when
lot
we were
of
wondering
text.
why Barack didn't get any terrain bonuses on Florina?
Yeah, I remember that. What about it?
Noodle said that flyers don't get any terrain bonuses in exchange for being able to traverse anywhere without a problem. So I guess it's to balance things out.
Yeah, just now I saw someone saying that Donald would have a field day if he actually knew about it.
Unfortunately, I didn't use flyers on my Sacred Stones Iron Man runs. Seth and Ephraim are usually enough to solo the whole thing.
That's great, Donald. We're really proud of you for your achievements.
Go eat a dick.
Viewers, thank you very much for your unwavering support. We're super glad to see that you all are enjoying this content that we're producing and that we have an active community going on in here.
Yeah, for real. It's really nice to see everyone's knowledge, thoughts, and opinions regarding the game. We appreciate the wholesome responses.
All right, just going to open this chest and kill the boss with Lynn. Then we're finally finished for today.
Donald, it can't hurt to thank the viewers, you know? Most of them even agree with you and they like your takes, so at least reciprocate that kindness they've shown you.
How about you put yourself in my shoes wearing this ridiculous outfit and say that again with confidence?
Oh shoot, Dorcas might crit here and do too much damage. Nice. He didn't kill him by accident. Would have been funny and amazing at the same time, so I kind of wish he did.
To be honest, if he did crit, the most damage he would have done is 24. If you're talking about critting twice, then that's nearly impossible because the chances are so small.
It's never zero, so anything is possible. I'm not counting anything out.
I'm going to chip him a bit more with Dorcas so I can guarantee the kill for Lynn. You can never be too sure.
Donald, why are you doubting Lynn like Joe? Come on, she's the main character here, so she'll be fine.
Calm down, you lunatic simp. Our enemy is a knight holding a lance. That means he has the weapon triangle advantage over Lynn. She won't have a 100% hit rate this time, and I'm sure it's going to be around the 80s. I know that's high, but I don't want to risk missing twice just because RNG wants to mess with us.
For once, I'm with Donald on this one. You were worried about a 3% Dorcas crit rate, so don't be a hypocrite now.
Yeah, all right, that's my bad. Also, I'm sad that Lynn didn't level up. Now I can actually tell that she's a bit over-leveled at the moment.
I don't think we'll be seeing much action from her next time, so prepare yourself mentally for it. Also, Donald, you can step on the last trigger with anyone. It doesn't have to be Lynn herself.
Oh, shoot, really? I actually didn't know that. Well, not that it matters anymore.
That long-nosed fucker better not do anything indecent to her.
George, calm down. This is a game for children, so there won't be anything of the sort.
Bro is acting like it's our fault when we literally want no part of it.
I feel like this guy just stays in his castle and not be aware of anything happening outside. He just relies on his guards to tell him the news.
Wait, what the hell? He's going back on his word.
What detail is he talking about?
What's wrong with being a Sacaean? Is he being racist right now? The fuck you say about my Lynn, you Pinocchio piece of shit? Every time. It's these damn long-nosed nobles that always have this shitty attitude. That's it, I've had enough. Where's my gun? I'll make him eat lead.
Holy shit, George is in his demon mode right now, ha ha ha.
This guy is definitely a dickhead through and through. Like, there are times when I thought Donald is the most unbearable human being alive, but meeting people like this just really pulls me back to reality, that there are much worse out there.
You know, you didn't have to sound so reluctant when saying that sentence. I may be an asshole, but I wouldn't go that far when it comes to building relationships and helping others.
Honestly, from Lynn's standpoint, I understand her. Like if I was in her place, then I would have used my inner Donald to roast him until he gets burnt to a charcoal.
Big facts from you, Joe. That's what I would like to hear. If that noble was going to be racist to us, then I'll go beyond that.
Donald, I don't know what that exactly implies, but we probably shouldn't give any examples so we don't cross that line that could endanger our editor's channel.
Hey guys, I'm back.
Welcome back, George. Did you get your gun? You can shoot your monitor now while he's still in there.
A very tempting offer, Donald. But I already did that a while ago when I left you guys by yourselves.
What do you mean by that?
I basically screenshotted your stream and printed his face. Then I stuck it to a target range and fired endlessly until I ran out of bullets. That was the most satisfying thing I've ever done today, and it made me feel euphoric.
How about we change the topic and stop making it worse every second? Donald, if you have your question for our viewers, then share it with us now, please.
You know what? Good looks, Barry. Let me just think of something real fast.
Donald, I can help you with it if you're having a hard time.
No, Joe, it's okay. I got it now. Viewers, aside from the general, which promoted class do you like the least in this game? We're taking away the armored knight option since you guys are just going to vote for that, and there wouldn't be any variety. Leave your comment below and... Actually, you know what? Since I got forced to wear this outfit, I'm crashing out. Don't subscribe to this channel, and don't like the video.
Don't take what he said seriously. Donald is a very shy guy, tsundere, if you will. He can't express his feelings properly, so I'll take it from here. Make sure to support the channel by subscribing to it and turn on the bell icon to get notified on our latest updates. Like the video and comment down below your answer or anything you would like to share. You guys are amazing for supporting us despite our channel being small. We can't really thank you enough for that.
Joe, if you mute and call me a shy person again one more time, I'm going to
finally,
make
we got a
sure
lot
you
of
don't
money
get to
again.
live for another year.
You know what? I take back what I said. You are the worst human being on this planet ever.
Cry about it, O-Drama. Anyways, I'm going to save the game and get out of here as soon as possible. Next time our demented fossil will be
I don't
playing,
have dementia.
so that's something to look forward to. See you all next week.